So, the story starts with our main character in a serious bind, needing a ton of cash super fast. While driving around stressing, they spot this random roadside stall run by a friendly-looking dude. Intrigued and desperate, they pull over, and this is where things start getting weird, kicking off the whole unhinged plot. The game begins, and it is a clicker where you get money by poking this guy named Harvey. The vibe is off, but hey, money is money. The first upgrade in the shop is a feather, which feels kinda harmless. At this point, it is just a goofy game to get some quick cash. Things escalated quickly, no cap. After the feather, the next item in the shop is a needle, and suddenly, the game's tone shifts. Harvey is getting visibly nervous, and the player is now making more money per click, but the whole situation is starting to feel a bit messed up and morally questionable. Just when you thought the needle was wild, the shop offers a hammer. Harvey is straight up begging for the clicking to stop, but the cash is just too good to pass up. The player is fully in their gooner era, grinding for that money, while Harvey is having the worst day of his life. At this point, the grind is getting seriously dark. Harvey is looking beat up, and the player still can't afford the surgery they supposedly need. The sheer amount of clicks required, even with the hammer, is insane. This is not just a game anymore, it is a full-on commitment to causing virtual pain for profit. You thought the hammer was the peak? Bet. Now there are scissors available, and Harvey is absolutely terrified. He is screaming that this is not a game, but the player is making bank with every click. The detachment is real, and the whole experience has become a bizarre mix of horror and resource management. The madness continues with the introduction of a match, literally setting Harvey on fire with each click. The game is fully off the rails now. Harvey is yapping about how this is way too much, but the player is just focused on stacking that paper, completely desensitized to the on-screen chaos. This is where Harvey starts breaking the fourth wall, talking directly to the player. He is basically like, "I know what you're doing, you twisted freak." He reveals that the whole good deed of his stall was a setup and calls the player out for being a monster, which is, fair. Harvey's monologue gets even more intense. He calls the player a sad, lonely person taking their anger out on a defenseless cartoon. He knows they are just sitting comfortably behind a screen, clicking away without any real-world consequences. It is a full-on roast session, and he is not holding back at all. The tables turn for a hot second when Harvey fights back, forcing the player into a frantic clicking showdown to survive. After the player wins, Harvey is completely defeated, admitting he is just a bunch of colored lines to them. It is a moment that is both tragic and deeply meta. The final item unlocked is a gun, which is just wow. Harvey is pleading for his life, offering to give the player all the money, but the game gives you the option to just keep pulling the trigger. The player has a choice to walk away, but the dark path is right there. The bad ending is completely unhinged. After the player shoots Harvey, it is revealed that the life-saving operation was a total lie. The main character was never in danger. They were just a greedy monster who wanted easy money. They take the cash and drive off, having gotten away with everything. Next up is the normal ending, which feels a little more like justice. Here, the player tortures Harvey but stops short of killing him to get the operation money. But Harvey gets the last laugh, testifying in court. The player gets slapped with a life sentence for their crimes. Talk about karma. Finally, the playthrough hits the good ending. To get this, the player has to earn all the money using only the most basic, non-violent clicks, which takes forever. In the end, the player gets their operation. Harvey is unharmed and happy, and no one has to get hurt. It was possible to be decent all along.